Yes, God in his wisdom, he took time to create the world in 6 days. Orderly, clearly, and it was timely. We've been talking about game plan. How is that supposed to be? God would have just, woke up in the morning and put out things to work out. But he was orderly, it was timely. So our game plans or our strategies or our blueprint must have time, must be very clear, must have a timeline. And we must work on them. We must put out what we call action plan. As you communicate it to your team, as you work with your team, they must be aware of what is next. And it must have an achievable work plan. It must have a timeline where we are supposed to work on it each day, every day. And your team must be very aware of what you're working on. That's why in Genesis chapter 1:26 it says, let us make man. Together with the team, they had to sit down. Let us make man in our own image. They had to agree. Each one of them had to be on point. We might be doing different things, but our goal must be the same. So in a team, in your organization, wherever you are, in those companies and those businesses and those families, as an individual, your work plan must have a timeline, must be very explicit. God was very clear on what to create next, on why he's creating it. So our game plans must be very, very clear from the top to the down person. So each one of us have to understand the goal as to why we are working on this work plan. What does the Bible talk about the work plan? Proverbs chapter 16 verse 3, it says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. What am I trying to say here there? We've got to trust the one who created us. With our plans, it doesn't matter for you to have your own plan and then along the way you want to engage the Creator. No, it's not possible. You've got to engage the Creator in all your game plan, in all that you're planning to do, because He knows it all. When you read verse 9 says, in his heart a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. So each step that you're taking from day one to the last day, it has to be with the Lord. Every step, God knows it. God knows it. That's why He says, I alone knows the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans for your future hope. He has each and everyone's plan on His fingernails. He knows where you are heading to. He knows why. So we've got to trust Him with all our steps, because He's a God who cares for us. He's a God that, works out everything for our own good. So trust God with your plan. With your plan, God will actually help you out. Reach that level, reach that top, and be that kind of person that you want to be. So in your organizations, in your companies, work out those things together with the Lord, and you will be successful. So what a game plan does to you and your organization is that it will bring success. It will bring that formidable team to work on each and everyone's responsibility. They will work with even minimum supervision, because each one wants to achieve, because each one has that game plan on their fingerprints, because they know at the end of it all, they are achieving for the whole organization, for the whole project, for the whole company, for the whole business, whatever you may call it. So what happens when we work on our game plan? Because it is an action thing. Every day, every night, we've got to work on it. So each one of us knows the goal, knows the way, and they know how to even achieve it. Last week we were talking about training them. As we train them, they're actually adding on their skills, on their knowledge, and it actually brings what we call growth and development in an organization. So as TVT, our role is to help you out with your team or as an individual, wherever you are, to have a game plan each day, every day. Work on it every day. It's for your own growth. It is for your own development. We love you and we want to see you taking up that step towards the top. May God richly bless you. Here at TBT, we want to thank each and everyone behind the camera, behind the editing, and we want to thank the Panda Impressions for taking charge of all that is concerning the video, photography, and everything. May God richly bless you.